Alright, what's going on, friends? In this video I'm going to show you how I build a ammo can pellet burner. All I used was an ammo can. I used to be able to get these a lot because that's what I did in the army. My platoon delivered ammo. So I used this ammo can and some angles just like this, and I had some bolts. I'll tell you all what size of bolts and how I put it all together. And you can see here on the side I ended up drilling a whole bunch of holes because pellets need a lot of air. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the video. I'm going to cut another one, 10.5. My ammo box is 11. I'm just cutting it a little bit shorter. Alright, yeah, see, they fit down in there pretty nice. Now I'm going to cut 2 more 5.5. Alright, I think I have my ammo can ready to try to burn my pellets in here. Now, I've seen some guys build these on YouTube. This is kind of where I got the idea of this. If you don't want to do this, you could buy a barbecue grill basket. I'll put one of them down in the description here, and I'll show you one here on the screen. You could just buy that off of Amazon. It already has all the holes in it. And then you probably still should take some of this angle bracket, and you're going to have to make a couple and layer that inside that grill basket because they're gonna need air down inside there. But I took my angle bracket and I made it like this because I know everybody's gonna be able to do this. You're probably just gonna go buy like this type, maybe not this wide one like I had. These are a 7/16 inch bolt. Maybe 2.5 inches would be enough, and then you could cut them off if you want. You probably don't even have to cut them off. I didn't even attach this top one. I'm going to lay that one on there like that inside. But that's how I did that. Now, whatever size ammo box you got, that's how long you're going to cut them. My ammo box, if you want to know, is about 11 inches by around 6 inches, and the height is 7 inches. And if I can find something like this, I'll put that down in the description too. But if you have like an army surplus store somewhere, you could probably buy one of these. Now, I just drilled these holes. I don't know how much it really matters. We'll see how good this burns. I went every 3/4 of an inch up, and then I went every inch across. And then you see where I skipped a couple of rows because I don't really think it's going to need as much air at the top as it is at the bottom. And then I did this one, I think I just did these in like every inch. And I did the same thing on this side like I did on the other side. And I did put a couple rows on the bottom, but that's it. Then, on the inside, be really careful because if you do drill them out, you're gonna have a lot of sharp edges. Now, I took my flap disc on my grinder and I was able to get rid of 90% of them sharp edges. There's a couple down at the bottom, and all the way at the very bottom there is some. Let me lay this in there. I have some homemade fire starters that I can I'll put down in my description. I'll put a link on how me and my boys made these. They work pretty good. So hopefully this is gonna start. I'm gonna use this. Another thing, if you have hand sanitizer laying around, this stuff is really, really flammable. So I'm gonna squirt a little bit of this on top and light it too. And you can use, to cut this angle, you don't really have to have a grinder. You could have maybe a hacksaw, or you could use a Sawzall. If you have something like this, that also will cut it. Just make sure you're wearing eye protection and hearing protection. Let's go try this out. All right, I got just this little contraption I built. I put that down inside, and then I'm just gonna lay this one on top. I got my barefoot pellets. I don't think it matters really what pellets you got. Starters, put them down in there. I think you could also start this maybe with a a torch. So I'm hoping this is gonna work. If you have enough room in yours, like you could take some of them angle brackets and make a couple little legs on the bottom of yours. But I didn't really have a lot of room. So I'm gonna just lay a couple pieces of wood in here to lay mine on, along with leaving that hole open. That's quite a bit of pellets in there. Here we go, let's see what happens. I'm gonna start my stopwatch right around when I light this, just to see approximately how long it lasts from when I start burning it. There we go. All right, I'm gonna let that burn a little bit and then I'll show you how it's burning. All right, so far it's been almost 7 minutes. And it looks like it's starting to burn pretty good. I think hopefully it's gonna be all right. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Another couple things, if you have cotton balls and some Vaseline, if you put Vaseline on cotton balls, that's another way you can maybe, if you stuck a couple of them cotton balls down in there with Vaseline on them, you can light that. Another thing, when I was drilling these holes, I left the lid of this ammo can on. I guess for almost all them holes, I just left that lid on. It seems to stiffen up the ammo can while you're drilling all the holes. I've seen guys building stuff like this on YouTube. I thought this would be a good idea to have this in case I ever lose power in my house and some reason this is the only way I got to heat my house. I do have some wood. I mean, maybe I could heat my house for a month, but if something crazy happens, I don't know if anybody's paying attention to this world, but things are getting a little crazy out there. I figure usually I have a couple ton of pellets on hand. This would be another way I'd be able to heat my house. Definitely working pretty good. Let's see what happens when I shut this door. It actually seemed like it picked up. All right, well, I'm gonna let this burn and I'll let you know if I have any problems, and I'm also gonna let you know how long it lasts in this ammo can that I have. All right, so far it's been about 20 minutes and it's still burning really nice. And I thought I would show you, the top of my wood burner here is like 250. And get over here, it gets almost, say about 250 average. All right, I'll get back to you and let me see what this looks like in about an hour. So far, I'm pretty happy. It seems to be burning really good. All right, so far it's only been about an hour. I think it's only burnt down to that first set of holes, which might be about 2 inches. Like I said, I don't think that's gonna make near as much heat as if I would burn my wood. For me, I have plans where if something would ever happen, I can move this into my house and it will only have to heat a room that's like a quarter of the size of this room. Even when I burn wood in this wood stove, it takes me a couple hours to heat this, my 1,000 square foot garage up. I'm gonna let that burn all the way down till it gets really, really close to the bottom or it goes out, and I'll let you know how long it lasted. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think of this. I definitely think it's pretty cool. All right, I'll get back to you when this is completely done and let you know how long it burnt. All right, I wasn't able to come out here and see exactly when this was totally completed. I know I got some good heat for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I did notice it really slowed down on the amount of heat it gives out, which I'm still really happy with that. I had to go to work last night and earn a living. That kind of sucks, I guess, but I am kind of happy with how far it burnt down. I wasn't sure with it really not getting as much heat as when it's in a pellet stove. I know I need to find a different way to give it air underneath because my one board burned up. I ended up sticking this piece of concrete in there, but this is how far it burnt up. It's pretty much down to this one here. I don't even know if I needed that one, but I don't think it hurts. Let me dump this all out. And I want to try one more time. I don't know if it makes a difference in my stove if I put this one fire brick back in. Kind kind of show you. That's how much. That ain't too bad, I don't think, for having the thing completely full. And now I want to put this back in. It gives you a good hour and a half to 2 hours, and then it kind of smolders in there. I'm going to try this one more time just to see if it burns pretty much the same. And I also just want to try to see if I can light it with just that hand sanitizer. All right, I made these I have two small pieces of angle. If your stove's big enough, you definitely could use the bigger ones and maybe just hook them on the bottom of this. I'm thinking about maybe hooking these on the bottom somehow. I'm just gonna lay them in there. Nice, pretty blue flame. All right, it looks like it's good and up off there. I don't know how much different this would make if I put a few extra holes in there. I guess if you do make one of these, you can put as many as you want. I really don't want it to burn too fast though. All right, looks like the hand sanitizer definitely works. If you want to use that to light it, looks like it works just fine. I tore my entire thing apart and I just wanted to try a different way. Just took 2 of these. And I guess before I show you this, I don't know if this made it a lot better, but maybe it is a little easier. It seemed like it worked just as good. So I just take these 2 long ones. Now I did drill a couple more holes in the bottom, and I drilled a couple big holes here in the side. That will go, I'll show you what that's gonna do. It definitely, both ways, seem to burn all the pellets. I was just hoping it would stay a nice big flame for longer. So I lay them 2 in the bottom, and I cut 4 of these, and I also put four little bolts in. It's about the same size bolt, they were just real short. These are like 3/4 of an inch. So I laid them 2 down the bottom, and then I just laid all 4 of these over all these bolts. And it seemed like it worked just about as good. I don't know, I think maybe it was easier to build. Just like that. I have 2 here, and I had 2 over there like that. I'm guessing maybe it was better if I left it like this side a little tighter, like all them a little tighter, so that way nothing could get down in between that and where I put these big holes in. That big hole is underneath each one of these. I'm not sure if it really helped a lot, but that is how I did it the second time. So that's 2 different ways you can do it. I'm gonna leave all my stuff in there and put the lid back on it. So now it'll be ready if I ever wanna use it to burn pellets in it. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try just laying these. I'm going to try just laying these down inside here, which I'm going to have to lay mine a little bit crooked because I ain't cutting these. These are the ones that I made for inside my ammo can. Over top. And I'm going to put some pellets in. All right, there's 41 minutes. Maybe you can just burn them in your wood burner like that, but you gotta just stack up some of them angle brackets so it kind of constantly keeps getting air in under there. Now it did take a little longer for that to start to catch, maybe a good 10-15 minutes until it really started burning. The thing about this is I can just scoop them up and throw them in there real easy, so maybe this will be better. Now that's about 47 minutes into it. Maybe this is definitely a better way to burn. The fire is shooting right out of them brackets. I definitely can burn it way hotter this way. Let's see what happens when I open this door up. I turned my draft down. All right, here, this is how hot the top of my wood burner is now, just burning them with them angles stacked in there. 100% definitely can burn your wood burner way hotter. This definitely may be one of the better ways if you want to have a hotter fire. But you definitely got to watch and close down on your dampers. I have a damper on my stove. I have it completely shut. And I also have a damper up here that I have almost pretty much completely shut. Just so I can get this fire to slow down. And the nice thing is I can really put pellets back in there a lot easier. Well, alright, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Maybe you can make yourself a ammo can pellet burner, or you can just buy one of them barbecue, I think it's a vegetable barbecue basket. If you do buy one of them to burn some pellets maybe in your wood stove, make sure it fits in your wood stove. Like this is a pretty small wood stove, so I'd have to make sure it wasn't too wide. They have all different sizes, so leave me a comment down below. It really helps me out here on YouTube. And give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to help support my channel, and you can check out some of my t-shirts down below too if you want to help support my channel. And God bless and have a great heating season.